tuned to the Tri-State AfroBeats Unscripted talk show. Culture critics, are you ready?
Yes, we are ready. Viewers, you are now in tune to the official AfroBeats Unscripted talk show. If you're watching this channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel. And follow us on Instagram and TikTok at AfroBeats Unscripted. And if you'd like, you can follow us on our personal accounts. Today, you are with Young Poku,
Auntie Eugenia,
New Mahogany,
and MC Drew.
and today we are officially announcing and presenting to you our official sponsor of AfroBeats Unscripted, Legit African Touch. If you're looking for a great place to get some nice West African cuisines, visit Legit African Touch at 52 Ferry Street, South River, New Jersey. Mama's Secret, only continental dishes. So, today, we're talking about neocolonialism. A big topic that has been trending as of the past week or two and has been capturing the eyes of all Africans around the globe.
Indeed.
Americans have not been talking about it. They've been covering it up on CNN, on all the major platforms.
per usual.
But this is something that is very important, and I think we should, definitely get into.
Absolutely. For those who don't know, the definition of neocolonialism is a term originally coined by Kwame Nkrumah, who was the first president of Ghana. It is the use of economic, political, cultural, or other pressures to control or influence other countries, especially former dependencies. And dependencies are countries that are, that were colonized by European forces.
And influences,
A great example of this is Niger.
Right. So speaking of Niger, despite the fact that they have declared their independence from France in 1960, they are still facing the adversities of France's imperialistic influence in their country.
Yeah. One example of this would be, so uranium is a resource that is very present in Niger, right? Uranium is used for electricity. Okay. 1 in 3 light bulbs in France is powered by the uranium obtained from Niger.
Oh, wow.
1 in 3.
It's
1 in 3.
It's giving, I know we're serious right now, but it's really giving like
Y'all
Black,
need us.
Black Panther, like how they have the vibranium.
Yeah.
Hey, we are the vibraniums.
Niger is literally like the light source.
The light source.
Wow.
In France.
Wow.
Wait,
That's huge.
That's actually incredible.
Yeah.
Wow. Learn something new every day.
And but get this, right? Only 18% of citizens in Niger have access to electricity.
So they're providing electricity, but they don't have electricity.
They don't have it.
Only 18%?
Only
Wait,
18%.
and why is that though?
Not even half cry. 18.
Yeah, not even
Not even half cry. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So imagine, basically, Niger wants to take back all their resources, right? So with that being said, that means that's gonna put France in some really deep stuff. Moving
they
forward.
want France out.
Yeah.
Moving forward.
France about to be dark because ain't no light coming.
Yeah. So speaking on Niger, I know they have also captured their original sitting president. Well, they arrested him, and have they prosecuted him? No.
So the situation is they staged a coup. So what a coup is the military, they assume control and they basically take the seat of the president, say you're no longer in charge.
Yeah.
New leader comes in and says, all right, now I'm in charge, right? They did this for a lot of complicated reasons, but one of the main reasons is that the president who was deposed was very close with Western forces, right? So they didn't really appreciate or see it as a good thing that he was so close of an ally to Western forces, especially as a leader of an African country.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, and also I've also realized, and I read that Burkina Faso and Mali as well are backing Niger, because they're also two countries that are like, you know, powered by the coup,
Right.
and they also have military leading
And we also have uranium.
officials. Yeah, do they have uranium as well? Oh, okay. So yeah, so like that's been a lot of what's going on lately. And Burkina Faso also, the president of Burkina Faso is actually the youngest running president right now, of age 35.
Oh wow.
And you know, he recently also made headlines for saying that basically there needs to be change in Africa. There needs to be, you know, and this generation is going to be the generation to do that and carry that on. You know, recently me and Eugenia also attended this networking event by Adebola Williams, and he spoke about, you know, this generation, us empowering Africa and basically finding a problem, and with that problem,
and letting that problem
Yeah,
like literally
enlighten
bother
you.
you so that you can take action, because we are the next generation of voices, you know.
Right,
so we need
Yeah.
to take action now.
and I've also, you know, I said this on the first episode, you know, diaspora.
Oh my gosh.
Go back home.
That's Poku's
Go
favorite
back,
word.
go back
Diaspora.
home. Yeah, it is my word. It is my word indeed. I'm so serious. It's my word because I care so much. You know, I care so much about the continent and who we are. And honestly, in my opinion, I strongly believe Africa will rise. And right now, that's exactly what we're seeing right now. We're seeing a rise in Africa's, like, our mind. Like, we're waking up.
Wait, so do you think that Africa is now regaining its power and authority against foreign rulers?
I think it's definitely going to take time, but it's
Yeah.
like we now feel as though we have the power and ability to do so.
I
We've
believe
always
so
had,
too.
my response to that is we've always had the power.
I think Africans, we just need to tap in.
Yeah.
Like Africans, we need to.
That's the thing.
We are the ones
We-
to save Africa.
We have the
you
power,
know?
we just need to tap into that
Right.
power. You get me? So basically, step into power. Quoted by Adebola Williams. Step into your power.
Yeah.
So yeah, at least it's
And
citing the source.
Beyonce.
You know?
Yeah.
And Beyonce.
And Beyonce.
Yeah, not that
Shout out to her.
yeah,
Rich.
but
Okay, sorry.
But yeah, like as we have here though, it says Mali and Burkina Faso have also had 2 coups since 2020. Both countries have expelled French troops from their country, and there was one country that has also just taken French out of their official language in that country.
Yeah, yeah.
Guinea,
That's
right?
Is that New Guinea? No.
That was Mali.
Mali.
Yeah.
Mali.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they've also
really
taken
good.
that away.
That's
I have
really
a
good.
question for y'all. So, 3 out of the 4 of us from Ghana. Do you guys know, like Ghana has dozens of languages. Do you guys know what the official language of Ghana is?
It's English.
Yeah,
English.
we're an English
Same
speaking
thing in
country.
Unfortunately,
Same
it's
thing
English.
in Nigeria, yeah.
Unfortunately.
Nigeria and Ghana are one of the two that
English.
are English-speaking countries as well.
Yeah. And with dozens of like indigenous like language of the people, it's sad to still see that like we still have these forces from colonial powers.
Right.
Right.
You know?
Like China and Japan, they're very powerful countries, but their official language is Chinese and Japanese. And they used to be ruled by foreign countries as well. And see how powerful they are now.
And you realize, one thing about the Chinese and their diaspora, right? I love that word. But one thing about them is that
Oh my God.
But
Diaspora us to death.
but one thing about them is, they come to America, right? Or they go to Europe, they work, they build their foundation over there, right? And you realize, one thing I realized about them too, especially in New York, they have their own community, Chinatown, they have their own
They bring their
stores,
culture
they bring
everywhere
their
with
culture
them.
everywhere, right?
Yes.
But they never stay there. At the end of the day, they go back home. And when they go back home, they continue to build their country. Why do you think China's such a powerhouse? Why do you think all these Asian countries are such powerhouses and they're having so much influence all of a sudden? Because they know their roots.
Yep.
They come to America and they refuse
For the advantage.
Yeah, and they
Yes.
refuse to speak English. They speak their own
we
languages.
just need to wear Africa on our chest.
Yeah.
That's what
Like
I'm
I
saying.
do.
We
Literally with your,
Like
with
I
your
do.
cross.
we need to
your,
wear it
with your
on our
chain.
chest for real, because at the end of the day, like look, like we're kings and queens. You know, we know this.
Amen.
That's where we
Amen.
came from. You
Buga.
get me? Buga. No, literally though. Yeah. So you feel me? Like at the end of the day, like the Chinese, I realize what they do, and they're smart people,
So
really, really intelligent people. So yeah.
Do you think that Africa is united enough to really come together and
Not yet.
change?
Not yet.
No?
We're
Not
getting
yet?
there though.
Yeah.
Do we believe that we're getting there? I think we're getting there.
Yeah.
Right now though, so ECOWAS, right,
Ooh.
which includes Nigeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast, and I believe Guinea and all the others, right?
Yeah.
You know, they gave Niger like 7 days, I believe, or either 5 to 7 days to bring the original sitting president back into you know, position. And since they haven't done it, it's really causing a lot of havoc in Africa at the moment. So it's like right now, it's like Ghana and Nigeria though, two of the main powerhouses in West Africa and actually Africa.
Yeah.
Why are we still so captured and chained by Western influence? It's almost, you know what I mean? Ghana with so much resources, gold. Nigeria with so much oil. How much oil they produce a day? 2.5 million oil a day they produce. So with that much though, it's like with all these resources, why can't we just stick up for ourselves? Why can't we just stand up? If Nigeria and Ghana can also stand up and support their brothers, you know, Mali,
Why can't we
Niger,
do it for
and Burkina Faso, you know what I mean? Like I'm telling you, Europe is in trouble. America is in trouble. Like literally.
I feel like if Africa really knew how much these foreign countries needed us, we would literally be so different.
Absolutely.
Like right now.
South Africa, they're fighting right now. I seen a lot of videos with their president and with their whole congregation, them on stage, like literally empowering their country to stand up and support Burkina Faso, Mali, and all of them. And they're also saying that they stand by Putin. I don't know about that one. I don't know how I feel about that one, right? But they're saying, oh yeah, we stand by Putin, all this stuff. Okay, South Africa, we get it. Chill though, chill, because Putin is not for
It's not even
it's
for
not
you
for
guys.
us.
Like,
You know what I mean?
they're fighting
So
for the wrong
so
people.
at the end of the
White
day, huh?
You know, South Africa has a lot of white people.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. But you know, the people in office are all black. Most of them are black. You know, so it's like South Africa is, I guess, on the right track, but they need to, you know,
change their fighting
they need to go back and rethink what they're doing.
Get it
But-
together a little bit.
Yeah,
a little bit.
but South Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, all these big countries, powerhouses in Africa, we just need to support. Once we support, I'm telling you, America,
They're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think like it goes like this conversation goes back into like what I said before about like the intricacies of this case, because one, so the president that was taken down, he was the first elected president of Niger. Yes.
Niger, yeah.
So
He's French though. Was he born in Niger?
I don't know his
Why'd you say
personal
with an
history.
accent?
I gotta look. I gotta do research on that.
Did I speak in an accent?
What's it called? So yeah, so him in a way, the coup and everything taking place is kind of destroying the idea of democracy, right? And I think that's what a lot lot of people are
scared of.
hesitant to support because they like the idea of democracy,
Yeah.
right? Two, I think either you Eugenia or Precious brought it up about the role of Russian influence, right? A lot of these countries
They've been
are
waving
turning
Russian
to,
flags in the country too.
They've been
Some
turning
parts
to
of
Russia,
Niger, yeah,
That's
for
so
support,
crazy.
they're divided.
right? So I just
Why
saw
so? Why so?
because I think Russia is trying to, like, you can't. I just saw a TikTok, right?
Kinda with
You
the
can't
hearts.
go from one puppet to another,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
And the uranium that I spoke about earlier also powers nuclear weapons. So Russia has a motive to kind of use the uranium to acquire, you know.
Which is why America's freaking out. Which is why that is crazy. See, they come off like they're trying to support us and they're trying to really give us, like, you know, their resources
Because
in
they keep giving
exchange,
us-
you know,
trying to,
and
like,
stuff like
bribe us
that,
with money.
right? But they have an agenda. China, the same thing in Ghana. China, they're trying to dig up our gold. You know what I mean? And they're giving the politicians a cut. At the end of the day, they're taking our gold. we get nothing. We're losing what is ours.
Yeah.
Get me?
I get
China is, bro, they've been building within the communities in Ghana.
Yeah.
And they know why they're doing that. At the end of the day, they're going to go right back home and they're going to build their country. They keep taking from Africa. When is this going to stop? And when are we going to wake up to see these things?
Once we like own our identity back, I feel like that's when we can really see change.
Absolutely. We need to own our identity and who we are. That's basically the moral of the story.
Yeah.
But I like where things are going, but they're just,
So
we're
much
still
work.
divided. You know,
So
we're
much
still
work.
divided and there's still a lot of work, but that's where we come in. You get me? So where we come in, you see there's hope. Where we come in, there's
I'll
hope.
cry.
Where the new next, where the next generation comes in, there's hope. You know, I just want to speak to the viewers, and
That's
I
inspirational.
just want them to realize, look, there's hope. You know, like this is a really touchy topic.
So
It
now,
is.
as leaders in the diaspora, what do you think that we should be doing to help in Africa right now?
We should be basically like when we have, when we build here and we come up with the right resources and all, we should
Take it
go.
back.
We should take it back.
Yeah.
Simply, that's what it comes down to. Taking it back and building those jobs and opportunities. Right.
Yeah.
Once we start building those opportunities and those jobs, that's when we'll start to see the rise.
That has started.
But
That
it has started. Yeah,
that
it has started, and it's been good from the generation in front of us. The millennials are already starting to do
Right,
it a little bit,
right.
right? So Gen Z, we here, we did. You feel me? We coming.
No more neocolo.
No more neocolo.
We're done.
We don't want neocolo. So neocolo, yeah, we don't want it. No more.
Neocolo.
We want
Out.
Pan-Africanism. Africa unite.
Yeah.
Africa united. The United States of Africa. I don't know if that will ever happen.
United
but,
States of Africa.
But I mean,
We're not
it's
even, that
hopeful.
doesn't make any sense.
I know.
it makes
United countries
it
of
makes
Africa.
sense.
Yeah, nah. The United Countries of Africa. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah. That's what we
That's
have for
the
today.
talk for today.
That's what we
Great
have for
combo,
today.
guys.
Yeah.
So with
And
that,
China, Russia are terrorists
Yeah.
right through you.
and America too.
Yeah,
You
America
guys.
too.
America, Babylon.
Yeah.
But
Just saying.
But yeah, look, I believe that the last shall be first, and that is Africa. We've always been last. We've always been looked down upon, but we will be first. We will be first.
In
Amen.
Jesus'
So
name.
in
Amen.
Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen. So with that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode. And then again, if you like this episode, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at AfroBeats Unscripted. Love you all. See you guys soon.
Bye, guys.
Yes.